Okay, hello everyone. I am going to show you how I make a resin doll or pieces. I have a couple of things set up right now for pouring resin into my handmade 100% silicone molds, and you really need more rubber bands, but I have to admit I am out of rubber bands, so I'm going to see how this works. And the problem is that rubber bands tend to get the resin on them, and that makes a big problem. Okay, so if you look, you will see that I have Allumilite resin. It comes in a kit. You get it at a craft store. And I also have the Caucasian skin dye. And this actually turns white when it cures. It looks like this. Well, actually, it doesn't look like this. This has the dye in it, but it turns white. So I have tried this. I bought this skin tone color because I tried to paint my doll with chalks, with pastel chalks, and it turned out okay. I don't think it was great though. So I thought I'd try this. So I don't have the doll anymore. This is the doll I gave to my niece but for Christmas, and it turned pink. I had put 20 drops of this in, and it turned pink. And I think I may have added a few more drops, and then I put in 20 more. So I think really this is, at this point, has about 50 drops. And that is very thick. Each drop is very easy to do because it is very hard to squeeze, and it comes out as a very thick drop. This is a test piece that I made. And you can see she looks like she has a savage tan. The thing we all wanted back in the 70s and the 80s. With the iodine and all that. This is just not a doll that I have made myself. This came from a kit, just a little mold that I bought at Michael's when I was trying to get proportions when I first started making dolls. I don't really truly use this. I did put a tutorial up on how to actually do a press mold using this little mold. And she did turn out really cute, but that's not something I would actually sell or anything like that. So I just thought, well, I'll try this out. As you can see, my B side is getting kind of low, and the B side is it runs. I mean, it dries up. You can see the crustiness because I have used this. Try not to have a shadow on there, but it gets very crusty, and it will completely dry up if you're not careful. The A side, not so much. So we'll see how well that works. I did shake it to make sure that it was the dye had gone through evenly. I have about a half of this. Sorry, see my cabinets done, and then you have to have the same amount on each, and then you mix them together. And if you look, you can see that I have an A side and a B side, and then I also have a C cup. So what I'll do is I'll pour this in and then this in, and I will use this tongue depressor to make or popsicle stick, whatever you want to call it, and that way I will mix them together, and then I'm going to pour into this mold first, and whatever, if I have some left over, I'm going to try this mold here. This one is the hands. I am going just to go ahead and make sure, that they are even. Sometimes it's really hard to tell. I really think I might need about another drop or two of the yellow, if I can open it. That's another problem. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so, and you don't really want to see my granite countertops, I don't suppose. Okay, that is a little bit more than the one next door, so I'm gonna just slightly pour it back in. All right, that does look like it is the same. amount. You know, a good way to do that is to look at it this way too. Maybe it's a little bit too much still, so let me, and I did follow the original little scale on the side, but for some reason this is just playing with my eyes, so it looks like it is pretty even. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take one and then the other. We're going to put it into this one, and we're going to stir it. I'm probably going to pause for a second so I can stir. It does, or I'll show you, but you need to stir until it is completely done. You have about a minute or so, and do not do more than this at a time because I have had a lot seize up on me very quickly. So I'm going to stop this video and I will continue with the progress in a minute.